I am taking the time while I have it quietly to make some snacks to throw food at them when they need it. For those of you who don't know, we have 4 kids. The twins are 10, the middle is 8, and the baby is 5. All boys, and let me tell you that the whole, oh my gosh, when they're teenagers, they're gonna eat so much thing starts at like 7 or 5. They don't wait till they're teenagers. We have been having serious food issues lately. Well, I guess it's not really an issue that they're eating, that's fine, but they've been eating us out of house and home. Everything in the house is gone. They cook their own breakfast. They usually eat leftovers, so we have no leftovers in the house because they eat them all, and then they pull out for the eggs, which is fine. We have a lot, but it just seems like we cannot keep food in the house to feed them. It's been kind of crazy, and I haven't been able to make extra snacks and stuff lately. So today, finally, they're over at Grandma's house, so I am taking the time while I have it quietly to make some snacks to throw food at them when they need it. So today I am making zucchini bread or zucchini cake, depending on how you want to label it to get people to eat it. One sounds nicer than the other. This is a staple that was in our house growing up my entire life. My mom made it all the time. It is great for using up those giant zucchinis that nobody knows what to do with. You know, the ones that you turn your back on for like a minute and they go from little zucchini to giant zucchini the size of a baseball bat. We either stuff them with like a meatloaf or I make zucchini bread. So today it's zucchini bread. I actually did not get any zucchinis out of my garden this year because my garden was not cooperating. But I did find a big one at the farmer's market from our friends at the Cooper Farm. So I am using that one today to make zucchini bread. Like I said, I grew up with this recipe, so I have this recipe from my mom. I don't even know where she got it, probably from a cookbook or something. But it's super easy. I like it because it's really, seriously, the hardest part is just shredding the zucchini. And then you throw it all together and put it in the oven and that's it. I usually go off of how much zucchini I have rather than how much zucchini the recipe calls for because, I don't know, because it's easier to use a whole zucchini and not just like put some of it in the freezer or something. Although you can freeze shredded zucchini. It stores great in the freezer and then you can use it later for more bread or something. So I gotta finish putting this together and get it in the oven so that I will have something to feed the masses when they're hungry 5 minutes after breakfast. Seriously, so much food. Okay, my recipe calls for 3 cups of zucchini. Let's see how much we have. 4, 6. All right, double batch. if you kind of get the weird feeling that maybe you should use a bigger bowl to mix up what you're mixing, get the bigger bowl. Trust me on this. If the big strong husband was home. Super easy. Muffins will be done in about 25-ish minutes, and the bread should be done in about 50. So in about an hour, I will have food for the horde that never stops eating. So hopefully breakfast tomorrow will be super easy and they can just eat to their little heart's content and possibly be full for longer than 30 minutes. You never know around here. Super, super easy. I will drop the recipe down below for you to snag. If there's something in there that you didn't like, don't put it in. It's not that big of a deal. This recipe is so versatile. Dried fruit of your choosing or not, nuts of your choosing or not, it's not a big deal. Don't be afraid to switch up a recipe if there's something in it that you don't like. I see tons of people who can't cook something because it has one ingredient that they don't like. Just change it. It's not a big deal. Be a rule breaker. I give you permission. It's totally fine. So, that's it. Bye. Okay, that's a raisin in my toe. That's gross.